What's up, everybody? In this video I'm going to be talking about my funny car story where basically I went off-road and saved myself like an hour with my family. This commentary is recorded over gameplay because I suck even more while trying to play the game and talking, which is like multitasking. So the first option was taking the traffic infested one, which would have taken 2 hours. Keep in mind this changes later. And then there was the 1 hour and 15-minute one, which was the alternative. It would have taken forever, and this alternative route, which Google Maps was not very accurate about, said it would take like about an hour and 15 minutes. So I was like, why don't we do that? The only problem is that we're on a mountain, keep in mind. So it's pitch black, and it's very hard to see the lights whenever you go through the neighborhood. And the thing is that the neighborhood is on a side of a cliff. So we, the Honda in front of us, decided, hey, we're gonna go this way. But then decided to turn around in about 20 feet because it was pitch black and you were driving on a road or across the side of a mountain. And which any normal person would do. But keep in mind, me, I'm not normal, and my family's not normal. So my mom trusted me, and she decided, hey, we'll take your path, all right? Just make sure you don't get lost, all right? And I decided, okay, so we're gonna do that. And I went off of muscle memory, used a little bit of Google Maps to see where the actual streets were. So we kept going past the Honda. The first quarter of a mile was so dark. It was so freaky. Like, we were driving on the side of this cliff, and everybody was just like, please don't like make our car break down because we couldn't see anything. Once we get a little bit past that, we started to see that there was like some lights out in the distance. I was like, hey Mom, look, there's some lights out in the distance, maybe those are cars. So we got a little bit more motivated. Then we take a left, we go down the hill, and we see a few cars. And we're like, oh, this is promising. So we decided to, and we kept on following them left, and we went down for, I want to say, about 5 minutes. Because Google Maps go dum-dum, it decided, hey, that there's a left and right. To the left is like to cut you back onto the freeway, which is what I did every time, because that road obviously wouldn't be closed, right? Well, guess what, it was. And then there was the right path, which was around the reservoir, which, keep in mind, there's a reservoir when you come down the mountain, and you can also take that around. Well, there was no left side option, so we had to take the right side of the reservoir. But anyways, I'm gonna be a little bit sidetracked. So we kept going, and I turned on the hotspot to get that work started to get done. But you're like, oh, you know, RYS3, you have to get, you know, some type of motion sickness, you know, while going through all these windy hills through the reservoir to get back to your house, right? Well, no. Because what ended up happening was there was a lot of traffic, because whenever you cut back onto the highway, you get all that backup, because obviously there's the accident. And so what I decided to do was like, okay, I'll just, you know, grind out the homework, which I had been doing before for like the past half an hour. And I ended up getting like 2/3 of the project done. Keep in mind, this project should have taken like 3 hours, but because I was speedrunning it, I like got 2/3 of it done. And I think I did pretty well on it, honestly. But what ended up happening is I got most of my homework done. I turned on the hotspot. I felt like such a genius. I mean, I don't ever use hotspots besides like playing games during a road trip. But like, man, I need to use that more often. I was using that on my school computer, and it was just going well. By the way, the same one I used to record these Minecraft videos on, so, you know, that's kind of cool, I guess. But before we got to like the stagnant spot, I will show you a few clips of like where it really got into the dark. And keep in mind, this stuff was creepy. Like, I'll play this right now. Like, some of these clips were like crazy going through, and this felt like a whole new kind of, I don't know if I want to say fantasy, but it was kind of some crazy type stuff. But anyways, so because of the backup, it ended up taking 2 hours to get home, and that was by taking the back roads, which ended up saving us an hour, because the one that said it would take 2 hours took 3 hours. So guess what? You know, traffic being traffic is traffic. I mean, that's a pretty simple equation for you. But anyways, we got home all fine. It was all good. We got home at 8 o'clock, and we left at 6 o'clock from my aunt's house, which is where we were at originally. Keep in mind, this drive was supposed to take 40 minutes. God, I missed all this context, but it's fine. Anyways, So it just kind of took forever, but even then, I still felt like a genius taking those back roads. But it was a very interesting experience, and if I ever have traffic on that route, I'll definitely go back that way. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this kind of post commentary, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.